The Canton Memorial Fieldhouse for the second game of a doubleheader tonight here in this Division 6 regional. Along with Mike Breckenridge, I'm Ron Hamilton. Happy to have you back inside the Fieldhouse tonight, where earlier it was Dalton advancing to Friday night's regional final game, topping Memorial 62-40. Meanwhile, elsewhere tonight up in Barberton in Division 7, Cornerstone Christian put an end to Hillsdale's season, beating the Falcons 81-59. Coming up next, it's Smithville and Kirtland. An opportunity for Smithville to punch its ticket and have an all-Wayne County Athletic League regional final on Friday night.
They've had a great season, 22-3 for the Smithies. Even though they came up short of the Wayne County Athletic League, they couldn't get over the Norwayne hump. They've basically been solid all year. They got a big-time scare last weekend, beating Independence in 2 overtimes after trailing by 11 at the half. But they're hoping they can get back to, where they were. Well, let's talk about it. A long time ago, 2009, the last time they reached the regional title game. So it's been quite a visit for them. And they take on upstart Kirtland here tonight.
Well, of course, we talk every fall about Kirtland and the football prowess, but they come in at 17-8. For some people, maybe a little bit of a surprise. Talking with Coach Sean McGregor, he mentioned he felt like the expansion of the divisions obviously helped out a lot in getting to the regional.
Yeah, I mean, their first district title win, first regional appearance in 26 seasons. But they've looked really good with 3 easy wins. They're basically a 2-horse team that we will talk about. But they were solid last year. They won 17 games a season ago, 17 wins this year. And as we've seen at this point, look at Dalton. They got 16 wins, and they're in the regional title game and look great. So I don't think anybody's looking past anybody here in this one.
It's Smithville and Kirtland tonight. Winner back on Friday night at 7 to take on Dalton for a trip to the state Final Four. We'll take our first time out of the night. Come back and hear Coach's comments after this.
Hi, Conrad here for Sterling Farm Equipment, inviting you to attend our annual Spring Open House on March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Wayne County Fair Convention Center. See all of our state-of-the-art equipment featuring Case IH, Kubota, Lampride, and Cub Cadet. Factory representatives will be on hand to answer your questions. Get a head start on spring projects with great prices on tractors, mowers, zero turns, and field equipment at the Sterling Farm Equipment Open House March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Hope to see you there.
Farm equipment for construction, home and farm.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1. Stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2. Also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
To rid your home or property of pesky infestations, you want someone knowledgeable, affordable, and trustworthy. In Wayne County and the surrounding area, you want Holmes Pest Control's 27 years of experience. At Holmes Pest Control, their mission is simple. They want to provide you with safe and sustainable pest control management that is affordable and trustworthy. Right now, you may be having trouble with bees, wasps, or hornets. Call Holmes Pest Control immediately and your worries will be over. Holmes Pest also uses pet-safe products, including green products. Call 330-674-9094 or online at homespestcontrolinc.com and on Facebook.
For over 40 years, Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine has provided trusted and innovative care to our community. We specialize in spine surgery, joint replacement, MRI, X-ray, physical therapy, sports injury rehabilitation, and more. Ready to serve you from 3 convenient locations, our staff is committed to providing individualized care so that each patient enjoys optimal results. Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, a tradition of innovative care that's close to home.
Pregame continues here at the Fieldhouse ahead of this regional semifinal. Talking with us now is Kirtland coach Sean McGregor. Coach, first off, Sweet 16. So before we dive into the matchup tonight, a simple congratulations. A lot of teams want to be here, not many are.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I've been coaching for 26 years, and this is our first trip here, and to say I'm excited is a little bit of an understatement. It's the Mecca. It's like playing in the Garden for me. Yeah, as a player, as a coach, I've dreamed about getting here, and to be here is surreal. The atmosphere is great. Everything's tremendous. So the kids are super excited. I'm obviously excited.
You mentioned your excitement, and the kids want to be excited. You want them to enjoy this kind of run and this experience. is it a little bit of a balancing act in letting them enjoy it and have fun, and also, taking on the task at hand?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was important that we came down and were able to watch the first game, because you're able to soak in the environment and not get overwhelmed when you first see it. Like sometimes when you just step on the floor and you're like, you might get a little bit overwhelmed. So I think it was, you want to be balanced, like enjoy the moment, that type of thing, but also understand that there's more of that to come. If we play good basketball, if we do the things that we do well, I think we have an opportunity to, play in a very tight game, and then you never know what's going to happen. Smithville is a very good team. So we're hoping that we're up for the challenge and we can answer the bell.
Coach, we talked before we rolled tape, expectations, and you knew you had a good group, and with the expansion of the divisions, you were hoping for a deep run. Talk a little bit about your team. What do you guys do well, when you're at your best? Yeah, defense is our calling card. We're a team that likes to pressure the basketball and play, the full length of the floor. I think most of the time we're able to speed teams up. That usually plays to our favor. We're deep. We have a lot of guys that have varsity experience. We have 7 seniors that have played varsity basketball, and if we're able to, Vince gets hot. If Vince is able, he's our little catalyst. If he can get us going and guys are knocking down their shots, I think we have a pretty good chance. We have a good team. And finally, Coach, when you take a look at Smithville, from what you've seen either on tape or in person, what are the concerns there? They're tough. They're big guys, big. Their guards are very talented. They're very disciplined. They're patient. They play hard. They're everything. It's going to be a great high school basketball. They're everything that you'd want to have. They have leadership. They have guys that they're used to winning. They know how to make championship plays. They're a tough team, and we're excited about the challenge. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully we can give them a good challenge. Coach, again, congratulations. Good luck tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Happy Honda Days are here at Germain Honda of College Hills. Score our best deals of the year on your favorite models, like the adventurous Honda Passport, the versatile Ridgeline, and family-friendly Odyssey. Thinking of holiday travels? Get on the road safely with same-day service from our expert technicians. And don't miss out on our great low rates on Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. Head over the river and through the woods in a new Honda today. Visit us at Germain Honda of College Hills, where we're delivering an exceptional experience, one customer at a time. Visit us online at germainhondaofcollegehills.com.
At Worcester Community Hospital, we have your best interest at heart. Calcium score screenings, which can determine your future risk of heart attack or stroke, are now simple and easy to schedule. It's a simple CT scan that takes just 30 minutes and $75, but many insurances will cover the cost. Men and women aged 45 and older should have this screening done to prevent future heart disease. Get a doctor's recommendation, then make your appointment by calling 330-263-8660. That's Worcester Community Hospital.
Dale, did you click the interview? Play another spot.
Hi, Conrad here for Sterling Farm Equipment, inviting you to attend our annual Spring Open House on March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Wayne County Fair Convention Center. See all of our state-of-the-art equipment featuring Case IH, Kubota, Lampride, and Cub Cadet. Factory representatives will be on hand to answer your questions. Get a head start on spring projects with great prices on tractors, mowers, zero turns, and field equipment at the Sterling Farm Equipment Open House March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Hope to see you there.
Farm equipment for construction, home and farm.
Play it. Thank you.
Got it.
Could have made it sound really good.
Sounds fine now.
We're on.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1. Stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2. Also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
To rid your home or property of pesky infestations, you want someone knowledgeable, affordable, and trustworthy. In Wayne County and the surrounding area, you want Holmes Pest Control's 27 years of experience. At Holmes Pest Control, their mission is simple. They want to provide you with safe and sustainable pest control management that is affordable and trustworthy. Right now, you may be having trouble with bees, wasps, or hornets. Call Holmes Pest Control immediately and your worries will be over. Holmes Pest also uses pet-safe products, including green products. Call 330-674-9094 or online at homespestcontrolinc.com and on Facebook.
For over 40 years, Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine has provided trusted and innovative care to our community. We specialize in spine surgery, joint replacement, MRI, X-ray, physical therapy, sports injury rehabilitation, and more. Ready to serve you from 3 convenient locations, our staff is committed to providing individualized care so that each patient enjoys optimal results. Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, a tradition of innovative care that's close to home.
Call or check online at hubbardinsurance.com. The visitors, the Hornets from Kirtland, 17-8. Sean McGregor in his 7th season. 5 starters as follow. Aiden Hurd, a 6-foot senior guard. Will Burt, also a 6-footer and a senior at a guard. Vince Carrero, 5'7", senior. Lucas Renfro, 6'3", junior. And rounding out the lineup, Ben DeFranco, a 6'4", junior. Wish we had more information and stats. Like we always do, we reached out. Our efforts proved a little bit fruitless, even though Ron was able to talk to Coach McGregor. Maybe didn't get our correspondence, but nonetheless, that's why we don't have more detail about the Hornets. We got a little bit more on Smithville. The green and black of Corey Kaufman in his 6th season are 22-3. Their lineup is Files. 1 guard, Ethan Pyatt, the 5'9" senior, averaging 10.8 a ball game. With him in the backcourt, brother Brennan, 5'10" sophomore, averaging 10 points, leads Smithville with 4 assists a game. At one wing will be Jax Riggenbaugh, 6-foot junior. Riggenbaugh at 9.5 per game. The other forward is Josh Yates, the 6'3" junior. Yates comes in averaging 5. And rounding out the Smithville lineup is Quinn Maybaugh, the 6'4" senior center, 14 points and a team best 7 rebounds a game. Those are your numbers and the starting lineups, brought to you by Hubbard Insurance in Millersburg.
Well, when we take a look at these two teams, Mike, we'll take a look at Kirtland. We mentioned 17-8 in the midst of a 5-game win streak, 2nd place finish in the Chagrin Valley Conference, and number-wise scoring it very similar to what Smithville is.
Yeah, it's tough to figure out. Kirtland was a team, and talking to Corey Kaufman through the year, as coaches do, kind of scouting out possible opponents. He knew that Kirtland might be a team they would see. It's too tough to figure it out. They beat Lake Center in the district title game by 12, 60-48. Both those teams were on the horizon. Kirtland just played better. They have basically, as we talked about, a 2-man show. Renfro on the outside a little bit. Carrero is kind of the small guy who just weaves around the floor. So those are the 2 guys. Interesting to see how Smithville will defend them. Of course, Smithville man-to-man. I think the Smithies might have a little bit of an edge on the inside, and I probably, without getting clearance about this, expect them to work maybe inside out with Quinn Maybaugh. At 14 a game and 7 rebounds. At 6'4", he's going to be the biggest guy on the floor. Now, as I say that, Smithville definitely does not have an aversion to shooting the 3. They're a 3-point shooting team more now than they've ever been, and they average over 20 3-point attempts per ball game. And really almost anybody on the floor will shoot it, although Ethan and Brennan Pyatt are their top 2, followed by Jax Riggenbaugh. Like most of the teams we've seen, it's not a deep team. Smithville normally goes 7 with the 2 freshmen, Brady Seidel and Isaiah Lee, and Kirtland likewise. But if we've seen anything in the past over the last couple of weeks for a tournament, they let them play. And it sure was a physical ball game in game 1 that Dalton took in a runaway. They let them bump, they let them grind, they let a lot of stuff go on the perimeter. So being strong with the basketball for both teams got to be a big key.
Well, when we take a look at these two teams, Kirtland, we mentioned 17-8 coming in. You mentioned the Lake Center Christian District final win. Prior to that, easy wins over Rittman and McDonald. Smithville wins in the tournament over Bard, Mogador, both of those easy wins. And then, as we alluded to, the double overtime win this past weekend against Independence, 64-59.
Well, that's the definition last Saturday for them of survive and advance. Because down 11 at the half, struggle in overtime. They played much better in the second half to get back into it. Look, you go 2 overtimes, anything can happen. They were able to pick up a win. So whether or not that was, the one game to get them loose, or will they be tight? This is a different gym. If you're going to shoot the basketball, different sight lines, different end of the floor. You're looking up into the crowd. Having never played there, neither one of these teams, sometimes it's very difficult here to get your confidence shooting the basketball.
Well, it's interesting listening to both coaches. Both coaches really hit hard on how special it is. You were talking to Coach Kaufman of Smithville. He mentioned how special the Fieldhouse is. Coach McGregor in the interview said it was the Mecca for him. He said he dreamed about playing here as a player, never got to do it, has never coached here. He said he was as excited as the kids to be on this floor.
Yeah, especially in this day and age where you don't know where you're going to play in big ball games late in the tournament. There's still nothing compares to this. It really isn't. It's a building that's been open since 1950. And by the way, walking in here, they had major improvements during the summer last year. All the flooring all over the building, the stairs and everything, they've made major improvements. This thing's good for a lot of years to come, thank goodness, because it's one of the cathedrals of high school basketball.
Well, at the end of our game tonight, Mike and I will select our Illusion Screen Printing Player of the Game. Illusion Screen Printing offers made-to-order gifts for 1 or 1,000. They have fast turnaround to serve any school, business, or church group. Find out more at illusionscreenprinting.com. Smithville, the home team, they'll have the white tops and bottoms, green numbers and letters in the black trim. Kirtland, meanwhile, the yellow tops and bottoms, navy blue numbers and letters in the white trim. And the opening tip controlled in the backcourt by Kirtland. Right to left on your radio dial here in this opening half from Canton. Smithville starts with a man-to-man defense. Here's Kirtland. Quick drive, right of the key, shot up and in for Ben DeFranco, the 6'2 junior. Little runner off the glass, and the inbound pass deflected out of bounds. And Smithville will keep inbounding in front of their own bench.
Well, I'm not sure if that was a great shot by DeFranco over his left shoulder from 10 feet. But evidently want to get the jitters out and banked it in.
Man-to-man defense, Kirtland to start the ball game. Here's Smithville in the half court for the first time. Ethan Pyatt high on the right, now center circle with it, Brennan Pyatt. He'll dribble to his left and give it to Jax Riggenbaum. Back on the perimeter right side is Brennan Pyatt into the corner. Drop down low to Maybaugh. Shot up and in off the glass for an easy 2.
That's very unselfish basketball. Ethan Pyatt had a 3, a guaranteed 2 with Maybaugh open.
And we're tied at 2. Minute in. Here's a 3 the other way. That's up and good. Counted for Lucas Renfro, the 6'3 junior, 5'2 Kirtland. Renfro transferred in from Gilmore Academy. And a big help for this Kirtland squad. Here's Smithville the other way. Brennan Pyatt on the drive into the corner. Ethan Pyatt, left side, bounce pass to Maybaugh on the wing. Back to Pyatt, 15-footer off the glass, left it short. And rebounded Kirtland DeFranco. Into the front court, Renfro. Left wing, left of the key drive, cut off. And now back out top to Carrero. Carrero, right of the key, now into the corner with it, is Will Burt. Back to Carrero. Baseline drive, passes off inside, intercepted. Stolen away by Maybaugh, turnover Kirtland. Maybaugh will bring it into the front court. Pyatt, long 3, counted for Ethan Pyatt, the 5'10 senior. We're tied at 5.
Pyatt, 57 made 3s on the year, leads Smithville in that category.
6:08 to go here in the opening quarter. Regional semifinal winner back on Friday night to take on Dalton. Carrero. Passes off to Wilbert. Baseline drive, spins in the lane, off the glass, missed it. Too strong. Quinn Maybaugh, the rebound, Smithville. And Brennan Pyatt will walk it up near sideline into the front court. Goes right of the key, shot blocked and out of bounds. DeFranco with a block, and Smithville will keep. 22-3 season for Smithville. Losses came to St. Clairsville and then fell to Norwayne twice. Inbound pass lobbed inside to Maybaugh. Spins, shoots, one-hander doesn't go. And DeFranco, third rebound already for Kirtland. Up the near sideline, Carrero. Into the lane, and now into the corner, Hurd with a basketball. He'll put it on the deck, and now pass inside. Good pass inside, shot up and in for Lucas Renfro. So Renfro with 5, and it's 7-5 Kirtland.
Nice motion offense, diagonal cut, and a good bounce pass. Got Renfro open.
5:15 to go here in this opening quarter from Canton. Brennan Pyatt, long look at a 3, air ball. Offensive rebound there. Riggenbach goes back up, stick back no. And DeFranco, another rebound. Kirtland quickly into the front court is Hurd. Spins right of the key. And now DeFranco from the line. Passes out. Here's a Renfro 3, left short, deflected. And Smithville comes away with it. Maybaugh the board. 7-5 Kirtland, 4:45 to go here in this opening quarter. Brennan Pyatt, top of the key. And now Riggenbach, right wing, inside to Maybaugh. Looking to post up, instead kicks into the corner. Here's a 3, left it short that time, Yates. Rebound Kirtland, outlet pass stolen away though by Yates. And Smithville comes right back. Riggenbach, right wing to Maybaugh, top side, he'll drive, spins in the lane, kicks into the corner, Brennan Pyatt. Now Ethan Pyatt, a 3, that's off the mark, ball deflected up, and another offensive rebound, and then got it stolen away, ball on the deck, out of bounds. And it'll go to whom? I believe it'll go to Kirtland.
Smithville just 2 of 9 out of the gate. 1 for 4 from 3. Kirtland's hit 3 of 5.
Headquartered just south of Millersburg, Mac Oilfield Service offers trucking, dirt work, and general oil field service across the region. Proud to give back and support local teams at Mac Oilfield Service. Brady Seidel, 6'1" freshman, into the ball game for the first time here tonight for Smithville. As Josh Yates takes a seat on the bench. Here's Renfro into the front court. Hurd high on the right in front of the Smithville bench. Top of the key, Wilbert. Drops it inside to Franco. Now kicks into the corner, Hurd. He'll fire a 3 and connects. Aiden Hurd's first points of the night, and it's 10-5 Kirtland. 3:45 to play here in the first. Smithville quickly the other way. Maybaugh falling out of bounds, nearly threw it away. But tracking it down is Seidel. Back to Maybaugh, right of the key, posting up, spins in the lane, now kicks into the corner, Brennan Pyatt. Back to Maybaugh, spins baseline through the lane, and to Riggenbach, right wing 3, count it. Jax Riggenbach, first points of the night, and Smithville back within 2. It's 10-8 Kirtland. Carrero, 5'7", the senior, brings it into the front court, now to Hurd, high on the right. On the wing with the basketball is Burt. Top of the key, Hurd. Right elbow, picks up his dribble, gives it to Carrero. Carrero driving, shooting, and left it short, but an offensive rebound, Burt for Kirtland. He'll give it back to Carrero in the corner and reset the offense out top to Franco. Lost the basketball, got it back. Cross-court pass, Burt, left side, baseline cutoff. Good defense by Riggenbach. And now back top of the key to Franco. Lost it, stolen away. Ethan Pyatt with the steal, 2-on-1 break. Here's Brennan Pyatt, missed the layup. And the rebound to Franco Kirtland. 3-on-2 break the other way. Pulling up for a 3 is Carrero. Back of the iron, no. And Maybaugh the rebound for Smithville.
Now, both teams have not been bashful. Kirtland's taken 4 threes, hit 2. Smithville's taken 5. They're 2 of 5.
10-8 Kirtland. Opening quarter, 2:18 to play here in the first. Maybaugh left wing with the basketball above his head. And now Seidel lob into Maybaugh, down low, wide open, and laid it in for 2. We're tied at 10.
Good look by Seidel up top, and Maybaugh, a little bit of a deke, almost like a receiver. Went in, cut out, was open for his second hoop.
Carrero, top of the key, gives it off to Hurd, left wing, trying to get by his defender, Ethan Pyatt. And now Carrero on the perimeter. He'll drive, line, lane, pass off into the corner. Burt, here's a 3, left it short. And the rebound tracked down by Quinn Maybaugh of Smithville. Smithville 10-10 with the basketball, minute 39 to go, opening quarter. Here's a drive and a layup by Brennan Pyatt. Good feed that time from Ethan Pyatt. First two of the night for Brennan, the 5'9 sophomore, and Smithville back on top, 12-10. Minute 25 to go here in the first as Carrero walks it into the front court. Around a screen that went nowhere. Lane off the glass, can't get it to go, and Maybaugh the rebound, Smithville. Brennan Pyatt with the basketball into the front court. Quickly the other way, here's Seidel. And Seidel, cross-court pass, a little bit off the target. Ethan Pyatt couldn't track it down, out of bounds. Second Smithville turnover here in the quarter.
I think both teams kind of feeling out, period, but it looks good. Couple of threes, penetration, similar to the way things have developed here in the early going. And both coaches to the bench, resting a couple guys late in the quarter as Ethan Pyatt and Maybaugh rest for Smithville.
12-10 Smithville, minute to play here in the first. Kirtland with the basketball. Here's Alfieri, he'll fire a three. That's off the mark, short. Ball on the deck though, and we're gonna eventually get a tie-up or a timeout. It's gonna be a tie-up, and the arrow will give it over to Smithville. Same name, same stability. For over 120 years, the Apple Creek Banking Company, your hometown bank, with 7 locations to serve you. The Apple Creek Banking Company, community banking done right, member FDIC. So the inbound in the backcourt to Brennan Pyatt, 2 points on the night. 2-point Smithville lead, 40 seconds to play here in the period. Isaiah Lee into the ball game, drives, lays it up, but misses it. Too strong off the glass, and Kirtland the rebound. Here's Carrero into the front court, all the way to the basket, up and in. Nice finish for Carrero, his first 2, and we're tied at 12. Under 30 seconds to play in the period.
That make by Carrero ends a string of 5 straight misses by Kirtland.
So Brennan Pyatt out top, gives it to Brady Seidel, the 6'1 freshman, under 15 to play. Brennan Pyatt between the circles, now center circle with the basketball, guarded by Carrero. And now Yates on the wing inside, down low, shot no good, but a whistle and a reach-in foul as Brennan Pyatt went up for the shot. And we'll have free throws with 3.9 seconds left and an opportunity for Smithville to retake the lead.
That was a set play by Smithville because Carrero is 5'7". And even though Brennan Pyatt is 5'10", 5'11", they posted him up intentionally. Smart play by Smithville. You draw a foul, you get 2 easy free throws.
71% on the year. First free throw for Pyatt is up and no good, as Riggenbach checks out for the final 3.9 seconds. Ethan Pyatt back into the ball game. 12 all here in the first. Pyatt's second free throw is up and good. So 13-12 Smithville. The inbound into the backcourt, and a three-quarter court heave off the glass is no good from Johnny Raskin. And at the end of a quarter, it's a 1-point game. Smithville leading Kirtland 13-12. We're back to Canton after this.
Happy Honda Days are here at Germain Honda of College Hills. Score our best deals of the year on your favorite models, like the adventurous Honda Passport, the versatile Ridgeline, and family-friendly Odyssey. Thinking of holiday travels? Get on the road safely with same-day service from our expert technicians. And don't miss out on our great low rates on Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. Head over the river and through the woods in a new Honda today. Visit us at Germain Honda of College Hills, where we're delivering an exceptional experience, one customer at a time. Visit us online at germainhondaofcollegehills.com.
At Worcester Community Hospital, we have your best interest at heart. Calcium score screenings, which can determine your future risk of heart attack or stroke, are now simple and easy to schedule. It's a simple CT scan that takes just 30 minutes and $75, but many insurances will cover the cost. Men and women aged 45 and older should have this screening done to prevent future heart disease. Get a doctor's recommendation, then make your appointment by calling 330-263-8660. That's Worcester Community Hospital.
The end of a quarter here in Canton. Smithville 13, Kirtland 12. Smithville 5 out of 14 from the floor, 2 of 5 from 3. Kirtland 5 out of 12 from the field, 2 of 6 on 3. Smithville 1 of 2, the only free throws. 9-6 Smithville on the glass. Turnovers, Kirtland 3 and Smithville 2.
So 1-point game, Smithville on top. Kirtland basketball to start this second quarter. Sammy Ridgway into the ball game for Kirtland. Passes off to Raskin. And now it's Alfieri on the perimeter to Carrero. Carrero, top of the key. and a little weave out top. Here's a baseline pass, but a travel by Raskin as he dropped it off to Alfieri. Turnover Kirtland. Earlier tonight, up in Barberton, Division 7 regional, it was Cornerstone Christian ending Hillsdale's season 81-59. And right here at the Fieldhouse in Division 6, Dalton into the regional final game Friday night. They beat Memorial 62-40 and await the winner of this one. Smithville leading by 1. Backdoor cut Seidel. Down low, goes up strong, and with a one hand, able to put it in over 2 defenders. Nice play by the 6'1 freshman. First 2 of the night for him, and it's a 3-point Smithville lead. 15-12, 45 seconds into this second quarter. Here's Carrero. Left of the key. Alfieri pulls up. 10-footer. Back of the iron, no. Rebound Smithville, Ethan Pyatt. Outlet pass to Seidel. A little bit too long. Couldn't track it down, and then he threw it away. Tried to get it back to Pyatt. Stolen by Kirtland. Carrero at the other end. Off the glass. Can't get it to go. And the rebound Smithville, Riggenbach. So Ethan Pyatt into the front court, and his pass stolen away. Stolen away by Ridgway. Sammy, a 5'10 sophomore. 6:40 to go here in the first half. And Kaimi gives it to Alfieri. Alfieri in the lane, now to Raskin. He goes up and misses the layup. Seidel the rebound for Smithville. Some good looks inside for Kirtland, just not connecting here as we start the second. 15-12 Smithville. Seidel will bring it into the front court to Mayball, right wing. Looking for Yates, calling for him, nothing there. Instead gives to Seidel. He'll drive right of the key. Baseline, little floater up and in. Little one-hander again, back-to-back buckets for Seidel. And Smithville's biggest lead of the night at 17-12 now. So 5-point Smithville lead. Here's a drive at the other end, a whistle and a foul on the block as Carrero will head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Kirtland now 5 out of 15 from the field. Struggling offensively at 33%. Smithville 7 of 16, thanks to Seidel's 2 hoops to get going here in the second quarter.
Well, good opportunity to shout out our live stream sponsors for all of our tournament games on YouTube. Germain Honda of College Hills, Worcester Community Hospital, Star Strategies, Holmes Wayne Electric Co-op, Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center, Sterling Farm Equipment, Danbury Senior Living, and Holmes Pest Control. So Carrero's first free throw is up and good. He's got 3, and it's a 17-13 Smithville lead. As nearly wholesale substitutions for Kirtland. Hurd checks back in, as does Lucas Renfro and Ben DeFranco. Second free throw, Carrero, good. So he got them both. He's got 4, and Kirtland back within 3 at 17-14. And a little pressure in the backcourt. First time we've seen that tonight. Brennan Pyatt, wide open. Yates down low, pulls up for the 5-footer and hits. Nice job by Pyatt to look down the floor and find Yates down low. First 2 of the night for Yates. It's 19-14 Smithville. Renfro, the other end, gives it off to Hurd in the lane, and we get a whistle and a foul on the floor against Smithville. And they'll tag Ethan Pyatt. It'll be his first and team foul number 2 here in the second quarter.
Well, we're back here. You and Pete got the 6 o'clock game tomorrow. And Norwayne running into a familiar foe in Lutheran East. A defending state champion from a couple of years ago, lost in the state title game last year.
Here's a layup by Aiden Hurd. Came around a screen and laid it in from the right side.
Bobcats have lost twice to the Lou in the regionals in the last 5 seasons.
Yeah, 2022 in the semis and 2021 in the regional finals after a great semifinal win by Norwin up in Twinsburg against Springfield. Here at Smithville trying to advance to the regional final. Here's a baseline jumper counted for Ethan Pyatt. He's got 5. 21-16 Smithville.
Smithville's opened up the second quarter, hitting the first 4 shots from the field, and all of them, by the way, around the key, getting in tight.
4:50 to play, second quarter. Here's a backdoor cut. Hurd in the lane, off the glass, can't get it to go. Ethan Pyatt the rebound for Smithville. Another point-blank range shot. Kirtland unable to find it. Here's Brennan Pyatt running point between the circles, and now Mayball comes and gets it out top. With it is Yates. Just beyond the free throw line, Riggenbaugh inside to Mayball. Little over-the-shoulder shot, can't get it to go. Rebound, Kirtland. Up the far sideline comes Hurd to Carrero. Left wing will pull up at the elbow and then pass off to DeFranco. Back to Hurd. Open look at a three. Back of the iron, no. And rebounded by Maybaugh. Saved it from going out of bounds and got it back into Brennan Pyatt. Halfway home here in the second quarter, 21-16 Smithville. Yates, left wing, Brennan Pyatt pulls up at the free throw line, back of the iron, no, and the ball tipped to Lucas Renfro of Kirtland. He'll bring it into the front court, pulls up at the line, up and in, got the 15-footer for the 6'3 junior.
He looks good, 7. That was an imbalanced mid-range jumper, pretty impressive by him.
And a timeout on the floor. Smithville will take the break. 21-18, Smithies on top, 3:37 to play in the first half. Back in 30 seconds.
Seeking financial peace of mind? If financial uncertainty has left you weary, relief is at hand. At Star Strategies, we prioritize the safety of your money to provide the peace of mind you deserve.
Join us for a delicious dinner at the Greystone Event Center in Worcester Thursday, March 20th at 6:30. Reserve your spot by calling 330-345-5207 or go online at starstrategies.com. Come and see for yourself why Star Strategies was voted #1 for financial services in the 2024 People's Choice Awards.
Well, talking about Norwayne tomorrow night, Lutheran East. Of course, more basketball after that. We'll be back here at the Fieldhouse, regardless of the outcome here, for Dalton on Friday night in the regional finals. And then Saturday, of course, a big one.
Well, tell me about it, Ron.
I thought you were going to tell me.
No, you're running the show. I'm just a subordinate tonight.
Mike and Pete will be over at Mansfield Senior Saturday afternoon at 2 as Norwayne girls, state semifinalist for the first time ever. They'll take on a familiar foe at the state level in Columbus Afrocentric.
9 state titles for the Nubians.
So Smithville with a 3-point lead. Ball poked away, out of bounds near sideline by Hurd. So Smithville will keep it up 21-18. Mentioned regional appearances for Smithville in 08 and 09. Those were those really good Kenny Kornowski-led teams. Got to the regional final against eventual state champion Cleveland Central Catholic in 09. Smithville Seidel on the perimeter, swings it over left side to Yates. Brennan Pyatt will put it on the deck. Baseline cut off there, and Isaiah Lee with it now, left wing. Top of the key, with it is Seidel. And now back to Brennan Pyatt. Over to Jax Rigabaugh, right wing. Inside to Seidel, pulls up just inside the free throw line, left it short. And Danny Alfieri, the rebound for Kirtland. Down 3, they could tie it this time down the floor. In the lane, Hurd. Shoots, too strong. Ball deflected out and it goes to Isaiah Lee. Run out, Lee. Down low, Yates got it to go. Thought maybe Lee waited too long to pass it to him, but Yates a good job underneath the basket to flip it up and in. Yates with 4 here in the first half. The other way, Alfieri gonna fire a 3 and connect. 6-foot senior knocks down the triple, first points of the night for him. And it's a 2-point game, 23-21 Smithville, 2:10 to play here in the second quarter. Into the front court, Pyatt wants to go all the way to the basket. That's Brennan, and he's bumped on the shot and will head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, we have time to talk about the Smithville 09 team. After losing in the overtime in 08, that 09 team was the best in school history. No one's going to doubt that. And they had a chance in that regional final, losing to Cleveland Central Catholic by 5. Cleveland Central Catholic went on to win the state title that year in Division III.
Well, and I remember watching at state that year, and I think the consensus was, and this isn't a Wayne County bias, Smithville easily could have won state that year.
They had 5 guys that could all play, besides Kornowski and Bates and Caldwell, and obviously I'm missing a bunch right now, but that was a complete group and the best they've ever produced.
Free throws up and good for Pyatt. He's got 5. Lead back to 4 at 25-21 Smithville. Minute 50 to go here in the opening half. Here's Renfro. Little shake and bake on the left wing. Splits 2 defenders. Off-balance jumper, baseline, no. Weak side board goes to Maybaugh of Smithville. And Brennan Pyatt will walk it into the front court where he's met by Alfieri. And now Seidel with the basketball. Left wing dribbles into a three and connects. Good first half for Seidel. He's got 7.
He hasn't scored a lot lately. He hasn't even shot a lot lately, but a confident stroke for him. He's 3 of 4 from the floor tonight.
28 to 21, 7-point Smithville lead. And here's Kirtland the other way. Alfieri with a basketball, left wing, top of the key, Hurd. He'll fire a long three and hits it. So Hurd and Kirtland answer the Seidel triple. It's 28-24.
Hurd's second 3 of the half, 2 of their 4 for him. He's got 8.
Under a minute to go here in the half. Seidel high on the right, guarded by Alfieri. Dribbles between the legs. And now we'll need to get rid of it to Brennan Pyatt, center circle. And now Isaiah Lee high on the left with the basketball, down to 40 seconds to play here in the half. Seidel comes and gets it back to Pyatt. Just left of the center circle, guarded by Carrero. 30 seconds to play here in the opening half, 28-24 Smithville. And now Lee with a basketball, center circle, before Pyatt comes and gets it. Lee got it poked away, gets it back, needs help. To Seidel, high on the right, near sideline, dribbles in, and then we get a whistle and a bump foul on Danny Alfieri, the 6-foot senior for Kirtland.
It's actually been a pretty fun ball game. A little back and forth. Smithville led by 1 after a quarter and just kind of controlling tempo, but Kirtland hasn't let them get away here in the second period, still down just 4.
Lead, the biggest for Smithville, has been 7 on 2 different occasions. Seidel will inbound near sideline to Maybaugh, and we're down to 10 seconds in the opening half. Seidel with a basketball, top of the key. Now Riggenbach comes and gets it, looking inside. Backdoor cut, Seidel to Maybaugh. Off and in. Great feed from Seidel and a good finish from Maybaugh at the buzzer. So a nice finish for Smithville. They'll head to the half with a 6-point lead. 30-24, Smithville on top of Kirtland here in this boys Division 6 regional semifinal. We'll break, send things back to Worcester for halftime news, weather, and sports from Dale Mosier right after this.
Conrad here for Sterling Farm Equipment, inviting you to attend our annual spring open house on March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Wayne County Fair Convention Center. See all of our state-of-the-art equipment featuring Case IH, Kubota, Lampride, and Cub Cadet. Factory representatives will be on hand to answer your questions. Get a head start on spring projects with great prices on tractors, mowers, zero turns, and field equipment at the Sterling Farm Equipment Open House March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Hope to see you there.
Farm equipment for construction, home and farm.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1, stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2, also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
To rid your home or property of pesky infestations, you want someone knowledgeable, affordable, and trustworthy. In Wayne County and the surrounding area, you want Holmes Pest Control's 27 years of experience. At Holmes Pest Control, their mission is simple. They want to provide you with safe and sustainable pest control management that is affordable and trustworthy. Right now, you may be having trouble with bees, wasps, or hornets. Call Holmes Pest Control immediately and your worries will be over. Holmes Pest also uses pet-safe products, including green products. Call 330-674-9094 or online at homespestcontrolinc.com and on Facebook.
For over 40 years, Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine has provided trusted and innovative care to our community. We specialize in spine surgery, joint replacement, MRI, X-ray, physical therapy, sports injury rehabilitation, and more. Ready to serve you from 3 convenient locations, our staff is committed to providing individualized care so that each patient enjoys optimal results. Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, a tradition of innovative care that's close to home.
Happy Honda Days are here at Germain Honda of College Hills. Score our best deals of the year on your favorite models, like the adventurous Honda Passport, the versatile Ridgeline, and family-friendly Odyssey. Thinking of holiday travels? Get on the road safely with same-day service from our expert technicians. And don't miss out on our great low rates on how to certify pre-owned vehicles. Head over the river and through the woods in a new Honda today. Visit us at Germain Honda of College Hills, where we're delivering an exceptional experience, one customer at a time. Visit us online at germainhondaofcollegehills.com.
At Worcester Community Hospital, we have your best interest at heart. Calcium score screenings, which can determine your future risk of heart attack or stroke, are now simple and easy to schedule. It's a simple CT scan that takes just 30 minutes and $75, but many insurances will cover the cost. Men and women aged 45 and older should have this screening done to prevent future heart disease. Get a doctor's recommendation, then make your appointment by calling 330-263-8660. That's Worcester Community Hospital.
Watch your money grow.
Seeking financial peace of mind? If financial uncertainty has left you weary, relief is at hand. At Star Strategies, we prioritize the safety of your money to provide the peace of mind you deserve.
Join us for a delicious dinner at the Greystone Event Center in Worcester Thursday, March 20th at 6:30. Reserve your spot by calling 330-345-5207 or go online at starstrategies.com. Come and see for yourself why Star Strategies was voted #1 for financial services in the 2024 People's Choice Awards.
Division 6. Dalton looking on intently. They get the winner. Smithville at the half, 30-24. Leads Kirtland. Smithville led at 13-12 after a quarter. The Smithies hot shooting in the second quarter where they hit 7 of 10 to go 12 out of 24 for the half, right at 50%, and 3 of 6 from 3. Kirtland, meanwhile, 5 for 12 to open, 4 for 11 in the second quarter, 9 of 23, 39%, and the Hornets 4 of 9 from 3. Smithville 3 out, 4 from the line. Kirtland was 2 for 2. Rebounds, 16-9, the edge to Smithville. Turnovers, not many. Smithville had 4, the same number as Kirtland. Individually for Smithville, led by Brady Seidel. Seidel scored all 7 of his points in the second half, but good balance. 6 players scored. 6 for Quinn Maybaugh, who had 7 rebounds. 5 for Ethan Pyatt, 5 for Brennan Pyatt, 4 for Josh Yates, and 3 for Jax Riggenbaugh. Kirtland, meanwhile, led by Aiden Hurd. Hurd had 8 in that opening half. 7 for Lucas Renfro, 4 for Vince Carrero, 3 for Danny Alfieri, and 2 for Ben DeFranco. Smithville's biggest lead, 7 on a couple of occasions in the second quarter. They lead by 6 at the half, 30-24 over Kirtland, trying to reach the regional title game and get matchup number 3 against Dalton on Friday night. Back over to Ron.
Well, good luck to all of our area teams from the Bowman Beverage family of stores. Bowman Beverage, the Ice House, West Lincoln Way drive-thru, and Gary's. Book your beverage catering for your next event with Bowman Beverage. We mentioned Kirtland's last regional appearance 26 years ago. It's been 16 years since Smithville was last year. And the winner, Friday night, 7 o'clock, a date with Dalton. So Smithville with the 6-point lead to start the third quarter with a basketball. And Pyatt, right wing with it is Riggenbaugh. And now back out top, Ethan Pyatt to Yates. He'll pull up, 15-footer left to the key. Doesn't get it to go, but the ball tipped out by Maybaugh to Pyatt. He's going to fire an NBA 3. That's off the mark. And Kirtland the rebound to Franco. Here comes Renfro all the way to the basket. Left side, laid it in with the right hand.
Renfro's one of those guys, not only 6'3", but a long reach going to the basket. He's a tough cover.
He's got 12 of Kirtland's 26, and back to a 4-point Smithville lead. Brennan Pyatt, left wing Maybaugh. Back to Pyatt. Pulls up for the long 2, left it short. Maybaugh, great job just flicking it right back to Pyatt. He'll go up and lay it in. Well, like his counterpart Renfro a moment ago, left side finished with a right hand. He's now got 7. 32-26 Smithville, minute into this third quarter. Renfro on the perimeter picks up his dribble, gives it to Carrero, pulls up, 15-footer, up and in.
That's a guy Kirtland would like to get going, Vince Carrero. Leading scorer coming in the second half of the season, second leading scorer in the season. Just his second field goal tonight.
32-28 Smithville. Here's Brennan Pyatt. Dribbles into the lane, picks up the dribble, and now passes off to Yates. Ball deflected out of bounds by Renfro. So Smithville keeps. 22-3 coming in Smithville. Kirtland 17-8. Pyatt inbounds to Maybaugh. Maybaugh passes to Ethan Pyatt. Good baseline drive, passed into the corner. Now back out top, Brennan Pyatt fires a 3, left it short, front of the iron, and the rebound, Kirtland. Burt into the front court, Renfro goes up for the layup, missed it, left it short, but Burt the offensive rebound, looking to go back up, and now we'll kick it back out to Renfro. Baseline drive up and in off the glass. Nice finish for Renfro, he's got 14. 2-point game, 32-30 Smithville. Here's Brennan Pyatt into the front court, throws it away. And a 3-on-2 run out at the other end, and a steal of the basketball by Riggenbaugh. Bad pass, careless by Carrero. 3-1 break had numbers, but a nice steal by Riggenbaugh, and then we get a whistle and a foul afterward on Kirtland.
Sloppy, bad basketball both ends of the floor. I mean, teams haven't really got up and down the entire first half. They tried there and really looked a little uncomfortable and unsure of themselves with a couple of careless giveaways.
5:50 to go here in the third. 32-30, Smithville leads it. They led by 6 at the half. Here's Brennan Pyatt in the half court. Riggenbaugh, now Yates. Top of the key with it is Maybaugh. Inside to Riggenbaugh, off the glass. Good job there to finish.
Well, again, who did he post up? Riggenbaugh is 6 foot. He posted up the 5'7" guard, Carreri. Smart for Smithville.
He's got 5. Here at the other end is Hurd. He goes up in the lane. Layup no good, but he drew the foul and will head to the line to shoot a pair with 5:21 to play in the third.
So Smithville really, we've seen on both ends of the floor in both halves. Look, they have respect Carreri as a player, but when you're 5'6", 5'7", and trying to play post-up defense, and you still got a 5'11" or 6'1" guy you're guarding, that's a tough ask for him. So we'll see if Kirtland, tries to maybe give a little bit more help for him.
Hurd misses the first free throw. Brennan Pyatt will get a seat on the bench. Brady Seidel, who played well with 7 in the first half, checks in for the first time here in the third. Haird's second free throw is up and good, so he split the pair. And full court pressure picked up in the backcourt by Kirtland, and it results in a turnover. DeFranco gets the steal. Here's a long 2 from Renfro, no good. And Maybaugh, the rebound for Smithville. Hounded in the backcourt, but he gets it over the timeline to Ethan Pyatt. Pyatt will back it up near the timeline, far sideline, and now center circle with it is Seidel. Under 5 to go here in the third quarter. And Yates, top of the key. Seidel, right wing with it. Puts it on the deck, guarded by Carrero. Now posting him up. Little fadeaway jumper in the lane, can't get it to go, but Riggenbaugh, the offensive rebound to keep it alive. Back to Seidel, left wing. He'll drive and now dish into the corner. Riggenbaugh 3, left it short. And the rebound to Franco Kirtland. Carrero to Hurd on the run out at the other end, off the glass and in for 2. Hurd's now got 8, 4 in the quarter, and it's a 1-point game. 34-33 Smithville as Seidel gets bumped by Carrero into the front court. No call between the circles. Approaching the 4-minute mark here in the third. Maybaugh on top of the key. And now right wing Riggenbaugh. Drives right of the key, cut off, double team on the baseline, and he threw it away. Threw it into the bench for Smithville. Turnover.
4 turnovers in the first half for Smithville. Very good. 3 giveaways in 4 minutes of this third quarter.
Well, we saw Kirtland a moment ago pick up the full court for the first time, and that resulted in one of those 3. So down 1 is Kirtland, 34-33 Smithville. 3:59 to go in the third as the officials conferring over something before Kirtland will inbound in the backcourt.
Well, Smithville didn't have, they had too many guys on the floor. They subbed 2, only 1 left. And I think nobody saw it initially, so no technical or nothing. Kirtland tried to inbound. We'll just play on.
So Renfro will bring it into the front court, guarded by Riggenbaugh. Left of the key, off the glass with an acrobatic shot. Can't get it to go, but he draws the foul and will be lined right to shoot 2.
Renfro kind of picked it up. He's been very aggressive. 14 of the 33. 6'3" junior, really active. When we mentioned, most of it is going to the basket. Yeah, he can shoot a 3. But at 6'3" with that long reach right there, long extended, that layup that has become fashionable these days, the one-arm layup, he's done that a couple of times. You can't block it because, like a boxer, that reach gets to you beforehand. I haven't used a boxing reference, the sweet science.
You threw me a little bit. First free throw, by the way, is up and good for Renfro, so we're tied at 34. Second one rims out, and Yates the rebound for Smithville. 3:45 to go here in the third. 34 all. It was 30-24 Smithville, a 6-point lead to start the third quarter. So 10-4 Kirtland here in the third as Brennan Pyatt loses the basketball near the timeline but tracks down the loose ball, gives it off to Isaiah Lee. And now Riggenbaugh with the basketball. Yates left wing above his head. Top side to Riggenbaugh. Back to Brennan Pyatt. And now Isaiah Lee. He'll drive, go up for the shot, blocked, and a whistle and a foul on Kirtland. I believe they're going to get Alfieri with it and sending Isaiah Lee to the line to shoot 2.
Earlier tonight, big win by Dalton. Bulldogs in dominant fashion after a tight opening quarter blew out Canton Memorial 62-40. They're waiting at 16-10 in the regional title game against this winter Friday.
Isaiah Lee's first free throw is up and good, so Smithville back on top by 1. Up in Barberton tonight, Division 7, Cornerstone Christian ended Hillsdale's season 81-59. So as of right now, 3 boys teams in the area still alive: Doughton, Smithville, and Norway.
Well, with Lee's both free throws going in, Smithville's played 7 guys. All of them have scored tonight.
36-34, Smithville on top as we close in on the 3-minute mark here in the third. Kirtland basketball on the perimeter. Will Burt, top of the key. Lost his dribble, tracks it down center circle, and now gives it off to Alfieri. Alfieri wants to drive into the lane, into the key, and then dishes into the corner to Bird, who brings it to the wing. Now Carrero in the lane. He gets hit on the shot attempt and hits the deck, and will head to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. For service or replacement of electric motors, go to the experts at Clark Fowler Electric. For industry or farm, they're available 24/7. Visit their new location on South Jefferson Road or check online at clarkfowlerelectric.com. Carrero's first free throw is up and good. He's got 7, and Kirtland back within 1.
Kirtland was 2 of 2 from the line in the half. Well, this will be free throw number 6 in the second half. They're 3 of 5.
Got them both. So we're tied at 36 all, as Ethan Pyatt and Brady Seidel will check back into the game. Josh Yates and Isaiah Lee will take a seat on the bench for Smithville. Norwayne tomorrow night, and again, full court pressure applied by Kirtland. And now they'll sag off of that a little bit as Smithville gets it into the front court. Ethan Pyatt, cross-court pass nearly stolen away by Renfro. Deflected out of the bounds, but couldn't save it.
Kirtland's not a team that really gets in your grill, but they've changed up a little pressure. A little three-quarter court, little half-court trap, just trying to keep Smithville honest.
Seidel inbounds to Pyatt. That's Brennan. Back to Seidel, and now Maybaugh in the corner will drive baseline, and we're going to get a bump on the baseline drive. They'll tag Will Burt of Kirtland with it. It'll be the 3rd team foul here in the third quarter.
Very smart by Maybaugh. He got a smaller guy on him in transition, and he just bowled his way right to the basket and drew a foul. Otherwise, it was probably going to be an easy layup.
Inbound pass now out top. Ethan Pyatt to Maybaugh on the perimeter. Swings it over to Seidel, right wing. And now here's Brennan Pyatt. Open look at a 3 and knocked it down. Big shot for Brennan Pyatt, 39-36 Smithville. Good ball movement around a screen to get him an open look. At the other end, Renfro up and can't get it to go with the one-handed layup. Ball out of bounds, and Kirtland will keep.
Brennan Pyatt's 3 a moment ago gives him 10. Leading scorer for Smithville coming in. Smithies first made 3 in the third. They missed their opening 3 for the ball game. 4 out of 10 from deep.
Inbound pass goes to Alfieri. Got it stolen away, but Rigobah going to get called with a foul as he stripped the ball away and headed down at the other end.
Also, 2:01 to go in the quarter. 4 team fouls now on Smithville. Haven't really seen that come into play too often during the year. Of course, the change in the past, 5 fouls per quarter. You don't see that much where it factors in anymore. It might in this one.
Second foul of the night against Rigobah, as here's Carrero. Right of the key, and now left corner with a basketball, Burt. Topside Carrero, he'll drive and go all the way to the basket and lay it in with the right hand. Now 10 points for Carrero, and it's a 39-38, 1-point Smithville lead. Minute 39 to go here in the third. Seidel out of the backcourt into the front court, gives it to Rigobah. Back to Seidel, right wing, guarded by Burt. Man-to-man defense all night long for Kirtland and Smithville. Here's Maybaugh posting up in the paint, spins, shoots, and got it to go and one. Well, that ball spun around the rim 3 times before falling down, and Maybaugh at the line for a 3-point play.
Well, Maybaugh's been kind of quiet after a good first half. He's got 8 now in the ball game, but again, Johnny Raskin was on him, 6'2", giving up 2 inches and probably 30 pounds. And Maybaugh just walked him right back to the hole, threw it up and in.
8 points for Maybaugh, a 62% free throw shooter on the season. And will try to extend the Smithville lead up to 4. And he does. Hit the front of the rim and then fell in. So 9 for Maybaugh, 42-38 Smithville. Minute 10 to go here in the third quarter is Hurd. Top of the key for Kirtland. Now Carrero comes and gets it, guarded by Lee. Gets by him all the way to the rim, and he laid it in. That was impressive. Quick step by Carrero. 2-point game, under a minute to go in the third, as Kirtland picked up full court pressure, backed off of it as Seidel into the front court on a little lob from Maybaugh. And Seidel whistling a foul, reach in that time on Carrero. And that'll be the fourth, check that, the fifth against Kirtland. So Seidel will walk to the line to shoot 2 with 45.5 seconds to go here in the third.
It's been a fun ball game. We talked about it at the half. Smithville has led almost the entire way, but Kirtland continues to make these little mini runs at them.
Biggest lead has been 7 for Smithville. Kirtland has not led since the opening stages. They did tie it briefly here in the third, as Seidel's first free throw is up and good, so he's got 8. And the Smithville lead back up to 3, as Yates will check back in. Ethan Pyatt gets a seat and a breather on the bench for Smithville. 43-40 Smithville, 45 seconds to play in the third. Seidel's second free throw good. So Seidel got them both. He's now got 9. And Hurd will bring it into the front court, met at the timeline by Yates. Gets the ball poked away, stolen by Seidel, and he lays it in at the other end for the finish. Well, Yates poked it away, Seidel got the loose ball, and the run out at the other end, he's got 11. And the lead back up to 6, where it was at the start of the third quarter. We're down to 20 seconds to play in the period. Here's Kayemi. Down low, Renfro. Baseline, goes up strong, bucket and 1. Well, we've seen Renfro knows how to finish inside. Got that one, he's got 17.
Well, it's been Carrera and Renfro pretty much in this third quarter. Carrera's got 8, Renfro now has 6, and they have really done a job to keep Kirtland in this ball game, as well as Smithville has played.
So at the line for the three-point play is Lucas Renfro. 13.1 left on the third quarter clock. Smithies with a 46-42 advantage. Renfro's free throw is good. So 3-point game. As Burt will check back in, Renfro will take a breather for Kirtland. And Ethan Pyatt back into the ball game to inbound. Kirtland picking up the full court. Looks, gets it into Yates. Far sideline trapped. And now brings it, picks up his dribble to Maybaugh. Got to get it over the timeline. We're down to 5 seconds in the period. Vernon Pyatt between the circles. Gives it to Seidel. Long 3 off the mark at the horn. And that's the end of quarter number 3 here in Canton. 8 minutes to play with a berth at the regional finals on the line. As we head to the fourth, it's Smithville 46 and Kirtland 43.
Hi, Conrad here for Sterling Farm Equipment, inviting you to attend our annual Spring Open House on March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Wayne County Fair Convention Center. See all of our state-of-the-art equipment featuring Case IH, Kubota, Lampride, and Cub Cadet. Factory representatives will be on hand to answer your questions. Get a head start on spring projects with great prices on tractors, mowers, zero turns, and field equipment at the Sterling Farm Equipment Open House March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Hope to see you there.
Farm equipment for construction, home and farm.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1, stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2, also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
We head to the fourth quarter. Smithville 46, Kirtland 43 in that quarter. 19-16 the edge to Kirtland. For the ball game, Smithville 46% from the floor and 4 of 11 on threes. Kirtland 50% from the floor. Kirtland was 7 of 11 that quarter to get back into it. They never took a 3. They're 4 of 9 for the ball game. Kirtland 7 of 9 free throws. Smithville 8 of 9. So both teams hitting their foul shots.
So 3-point game as we start the fourth. Kirtland down, and they'll start with the basketball. Aiden Hurd, right wing, top side to Burt, now left side. Here's DeFranco, left side baseline, kicks it inside, and a good feed to a cutting Burt. First 2 of the game for him, and Kirtland back within 1. So Saito with the basketball, guarded by Renfro in the backcourt, now over the timeline, gives it off high on the left, Brennan Pyatt. Now here's Saito, right wing, back to Pyatt between the circles. And now Riggenbaugh with the basketball, fell down, got rid of it to Pyatt, double teamed and wide open. Mayball left alone in the lane, and he lays it in for 2.
Mayball now with 11, also 8 rebounds. That leads all Smithville Borders. Also 8 for DeFranco for Kirtland.
7 minutes to play. Here's Kirtland. Hurd in the lane, gives it off to Burt. Baseline drive, pulls up for the little runner and connects. 48-47, Smithville by 1. Just under 7 to play in the ball game as Brennan Pyatt will walk it into the front court, guarded by Carrero. Right wing with the basketball, Riggenbaugh. Back to Pyatt. Now Seidel drives, free throw line, inside to Mayball. Looking to post up. Goes up and can't get it to go with the left hand, but a whistle and a foul on the shot. Now that'll be the first of the ball game against Ben DeFranco, and it'll send Quinn Mayball to the line to shoot 2. Well, did you know that Frantz Drilling is the largest residential water well drilling company in Wayne County? They'll drill for new home construction and replacement wells for your existing home. They'll also clean out and rehab and service your existing well. Go online at franzdrilling.com to learn more. First free throw, Mayball up, back of the iron, and no good. So Brady Seidel will check out. Josh Yates, the 6'3 junior, back in for Smithville.
Even though it's been a possession ball game a lot recently, Kirtland's last lead was the opening 3 minutes of the ball game.
Mayball missed them both, but they've all kicked out to Mayball. Offensive rebound, so Smithville keeps it alive, leading by 1. Just under 6:30 to go in the ball game. Brennan Pyatt out top. Mayball on the perimeter now. Right wing, Riggenbaugh. He'll go baseline, lost it, stolen away. DeFranco with the steal. Run out the other way. Here's Carrero off the glass and in. And it's 49-48. Kirtland on top. 1 point lead off of the layup, and a steal by Carrero in the backcourt. He's going to pull up for a 3. Missed that one. And the ball out of bounds on Yates. Kirtland will keep.
Just a little bit, I think, flummoxed right now, Smithville. 2 quick turnovers in this fourth quarter. I think Corey Kaufman caught good timeout, try and settle his ball club.
We'll take the break. 5:57 to play in this regional semifinal. 49-48. Kirtland leads by 1, and we're back after this.
Dooch.
Or property of pesky infestations? You want someone knowledgeable, affordable, and trustworthy. In Wayne County and the surrounding area, you want Holmes Pest Control's 27 years of experience. At Holmes Pest Control, their mission is simple. They want to provide you with safe and sustainable pest control management that is affordable and trustworthy. Right now, you may be having trouble with bees, wasps, or hornets. Call Holmes Pest Control immediately and your worries will be over. Holmes Pest also uses pet-safe products, including green products. Call 330-674-9094 or online at homespestcontrolinc.com and on Facebook.
For over 40 years, Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine has provided trusted and innovative care to our community. We specialize in spine surgery, joint replacement, MRI, X-ray, physical therapy, sports injury rehabilitation, and more. Ready to serve you from 3 convenient locations, our staff is committed to providing individualized care so that each patient enjoys optimal results. Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, a tradition of innovative care that's close to home.
Well, out of the Smithville timeout, 49-48 Kirtland, 5:57 to play in the game, and it has been red-hot shooting in the second half.
10 of 14 in the second half for Kirtland, 1 of 2 on threes. But Smithville has played equally well. They haven't shot it quite as well, but Smithville 22-15 leads the rebound battle.
Hurd with the basketball high on the right, and now left wing with it is Renfro. Top of the key is Burt. Carrero with the basketball right side, now back to Hurd. Little jumper right of the key, can't get it to go, and the ball loose, and Brennan Pyatt comes out of the pack with it. Here's Ethan Pyatt on the run out at the other end. Can't finish the layup. Missed the layup. And the rebound, Bird of Kirtland. Here they come the other way. Carrero behind the back, and he laid it in. Behind the back with a dribble and laid it in with a left hand.
He's come alive. We mentioned they wanted him to get going. 12 of his 16 in the second half for the point guard for Kirtland. And a foul in the backcourt on Kirtland as well.
51-48, 5:08 to play. Kirtland got its first lead since the opening 3 minutes of the ball game a moment ago, and they extend it there.
And it's been a two-man show for Kirtland. That was what the plan was coming in. 18 of the ball game for Renfro, 16 for Carrero. Smithville, meanwhile, great balance. Brady Seidel 11, Quinn Maybaugh 12, 10 for Brennan Pyatt.
So Seidel will inbound from the timeline, near sideline, lobs into Riggenbaugh. Back center circle to Seidel, guarded by Carrero. Bounces it over to Maybaugh. Lost it off his knee, but tracked it down and will reset. Here's Riggenbaugh, right of the key. Looking inside to Maybaugh, not there. Now trying to post up. Instead gives to Seidel. Pulls up, right elbow, got it. Nice shot there, 15-footer from Seidel. Seidel's played well with 13.
Refreshing. Mid-range jumper, pull up at the foul line. Really under control.
Smithville back within one. 51-50 Kirtland. 4:30 to play in the game. Here's Renfro posting up. Fadeaway jumper, left that one well short. Air ball. And Maybaugh the rebound, Smithville. So we'll see if the Smithies can retake the lead, this time down the floor. Seidel dribbling center circle, guarded by Hurd. And now Riggenbaugh with the basketball. Yates on the weave. Top of the key, Maybaugh. Inside to Riggenbaugh, wide open for the bucket. Well, Carrero went for the steal, and because of it, Riggenbaugh open look.
That's that post-up game against the 5'7" guard. Smithville went back to it.
Riggenbaugh with 7, and more importantly, Smithville back on top, 52-51 on a quick 4-0 run. Here's DeFranco, down low to Hurd, up and in off the glass. He's got 10, and Kirtland wants time. We'll take the break. Great ball game and a back and forth fourth quarter. 53-52. Kirtland leads, 3:43 to play, and we're back after this.
Happy Honda Days are here at Germain Honda of College Hills. Score our best deals of the year on your favorite models, like the adventurous Honda Passport, the versatile Ridgeline, and family-friendly Odyssey. Thinking of holiday travels? Get on the road safely with same-day service from our expert technicians. And don't miss out on our great low rates on Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. Head over the river and through the woods in a new Honda today. Visit us at Germain Honda of College Hills, where we're delivering an exceptional experience, one customer at a time. Visit us online at GermainHondaofCollegeHills.com.
Well, time to give a shout out to our live stream sponsors for all of our tournament games on YouTube. Holmes Pest Control, Danbury Senior Living, Sterling Farm Equipment, Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center, Holmes Wayne Electric Co-op, Star Strategies, Worcester Community Hospital, and Germain Honda of College Hills.
Nobody really in any foul trouble, team or individual. So with 3:43 to go in a one-point game, both teams can be really aggressive.
Well, Kirtland with the full court. Smithville got through it, and into the front court they come. Here's Ethan Pyatt to Brennan Pyatt. Pulls up just beyond the free throw line, left it short, got his own rebound, and then found Maybaugh wide open underneath for an easy 2. Maybaugh now with a baker's dozen. And it's a 1-point Smithville lead. Back and forth we go, 54-53. Renfro drives at the other end and lays it off the glass and in. 55-54, Kirtland. And a 20-point night for Lucas Renfro. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Smithville with the basketball down 1. Topside with it is Yates. Inside Maybaugh, wide open for the easy 2. Now Kirtland forgot about him and he kissed it off the glass. He's got 15.
He's got 3 hoops and they're all like that. Kirtland is just forgot about deep under the basket. Maybaugh just camps there.
56-55 Smithville, 2:45 to play. Carrero drives, shoots no. In traffic, couldn't get it to go. Riggenbaugh the rebound, Smithville. Up 1, here come the Smithies. Riggenbaugh to Yates on the perimeter. And now topside between the circles, Brennan Pyatt to Ethan Pyatt. And now Riggenbaugh left wing. Looks in, nothing there. Maybaugh, top of the key, thought about a 3, instead gives it off to Yates, back to Ethan Pyatt to Riggenbaugh. Maybaugh on the drive, and he lays it in. Quick step on the baseline drive, he's got 17. Smithies up 3, 58-55, 2:07 to play, and a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here.
Well, Quinn Maybaugh's come alive in this fourth quarter. He's got 8 of his 17 in the period, and he's been very aggressive going to the rim. Remember, good first half, 6 points, 7 rebounds. Quiet third quarter, but really has exploded here in the fourth. He's got 8 of Smithville's 12 as they've regained the lead by 3.
Dalton awaiting the winner of this one. If you're just tuning in, Dalton won earlier tonight big. Had a huge second quarter and blew out Memorial 62-40 to advance into Friday night's Division 6 regional final. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip right here at the Fieldhouse in Canton. Mike and Pete with a call for that one. And then before we get there, we've got Norwayne here at the Fieldhouse tomorrow night. That's a Division 5 regional semi as Norwayne will take on Lutheran East. 7 o'clock. Myself, Pete Norman will have the call for that one. Then, of course, girls state semifinal Saturday afternoon at 2 for Mansfield as Norwayne takes on Afrocentric.
Well, Kirtland has only taken 2 3-pointers in the second half. They've been very aggressive going to the rim. Smithville's 1 of 5, so you see what the teams have done. Not chucking, everybody aggressive, trying to get to the glass. That's why shooting percentages tonight are also hovering around 50% for each team.
3-point game, 2-minute mark here in the fourth. 58-55 Smithville. Kirtland on the perimeter. Around a screen with it is Carrero. Wanted to go inside, nothing there. Instead, we'll give it off. Here's Renfro, 3-ball, got it! Lucas Renfro hit the triple. He's got 23. And we're tied at 58, minute 40 to play in the game.
As I say, nobody's shooting 3. Renfro with just a cool look from the right wing.
Minute 35 to go. Smithville in the front court. Brennan Pyatt between the circles, guarded by Carrero. He'll dribble to his right. And now with the basketball, Ethan Pyatt. Baseline cut off, back out top to Brennan Pyatt. Minute 20 to go. We're tied at 58. Mayball, right of the key, looking to post up. Double teamed, goes up and can't get it to go. Got his own rebound. Stick back, no. But fouled on the attempt and will head to the line with 1:10 left in the ball game.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to it. Foul situation. Smithville does not have a personal foul called on them in the fourth. Now 3 on Kirtland. Smithville, that may not work to their advantage if all of a sudden they need the ball late. So you can be aggressive if you're Smithville.
First free throw is up and out. 62% on the year for Mayball, missed.
Smithville foul line tonight, 8 out of 12. Mayball hit his first one. He's missed his last 3.
Dribbles, spins, bends, shoots, and that one is off. So he missed them both. Carrero the rebound for Kirtland, and he'll bring it up into the front court. 1 minute to play here in Canton. Carrero, Hurd on the perimeter, will drive into the lane, and now left wing with the basketball, DeFranco, guarded by Mayball. And now with the basketball, Renfro high on the left. 50 seconds to play. We're tied at 58. Mayball comes out to guard Renfro right by him. Layup, no good. Hit the deck, no call. Ethan Pyatt the rebound for Smithville. We're under 40 seconds to play. 58 all. Smithville in the half court. Brennan Pyatt, center circle, dribbling between his legs. Under 30 seconds to play now. Will Smithville maybe hold for the final shot? We're tied at 58. Now Ethan Pyatt high on the right. We're down to 20 seconds. Holding. Under 15 to play. Here's Ethan Pyatt, center circle around a screen for Mayball. Under 10 seconds. Picks up his dribble, and Corey Kaufman of Smithville will call time.
6.4 in the ball game. It went a little longer maybe than Smithville wanted, but it should assure them win or overtime. And don't forget, they played 2 overtimes last Saturday.
58 all. Smithville and Kirtland, we mentioned, playing for a trip to the Division 6 regional final Friday night against Dalton. Smithville led by as many as 7 in the second quarter. That was the biggest lead. Led multiple times by 6 in the third, but we have been back and forth in this fourth quarter.
So what do you do if you're Smithville? You've attacked down low a bunch with Mayball. Plenty of time to inbounds, set some sort of back screen, post him up, and get him to the rim. The perimeter, of course, is open. A lot of possibilities for Corey Kaufman on how he wants to negotiate. But the thing is, you got to move quick, and you got to get that inbounds pass almost going to the hoop to get something generated.
And if you're Kirtland defensively, you've still got one foul to give if you want to disrupt.
Yeah, and that's only, obviously, if you throw it around the perimeter, you could slow them up. If they immediately drop it inside, then you got to watch a shooting foul.
So Brennan Pyatt will inbound far sideline. Yates, Riggenbaugh, Ethan Pyatt, and Quinn Maybaugh on the floor. 6.4 seconds left in a tied ball game. Brennan Pyatt looking, gets it to Riggenbaugh. Baseline drive cut off. Ethan Pyatt, corner three, no good at the horn. Rebound Kirtland, three-quarter court heave at the other end is no good. And we are headed to overtime. End of four quarters, 58-58. Smithville and Kirtland. A good call and a good look. Ethan Pyatt unable to connect at the corner. And for the second straight ball game, Smithville is headed to OT. We'll step out for this quick break, and we're back to Canton in just a moment.
At Worcester Community Hospital, we have your best interest at heart. Calcium score screenings, which can determine your future risk of heart attack or stroke, are now simple and easy to schedule. It's a simple CT scan that takes just 30 minutes and $75, but many insurances will cover the cost. Men and women aged 45 and older should have this screening done to prevent future heart disease. Get a doctor's recommendation, then make your appointment by calling 330-263-8660. That's Worcester Community Hospital.
Well, we get ready to head to overtime. It was 46-43 Smithville after three. But in that fourth quarter, Kirtland continued the hot shooting. 6 of 12 from the field has gotten them even to hit a three. Smithville in the quarter was actually 6 for 10, but 0 for 4 from the foul line. Individually, Quinn Maybaugh 17, Brady Seidel 13, Brennan Pyatt 10 for Smithville, Lucas Renfro 23, Vince Carrero 16, Aiden Hurd, 10 for Kirtland.
So each team's 5 starters will start this overtime period. Ben DeFranco, the 6'2 junior, and Josh Yates, the 6'3 junior for Smithville, will be jumping center circle. Overtime here at the Fieldhouse, 58 all. 4-minute overtime period. The ball is in the air, and the opening tip of overtime controlled by Kirtland. It's Renfro, and he threw it away. His pass stolen by Ethan Pyatt. Heck of a play on the near sideline.
It's just the second turnover in the second half in overtime for Kirtland.
Here's Maybaugh. Passes in the lane to Brennan Pyatt. Little 5-footer can't get it to go baseline. And the rebound, Renfro of Kirtland. He'll bring it into the front court. And then we get a whistle and a hand check on Smithville. They'll tag Jackson Riggenbaugh.
Yeah, and there's no problem about that. Fouls, of course, hold. And that's the first of the fourth quarter in overtime. Meanwhile, Kirtland has committed 3. They have 1 to give before Smithville hits the line.
3:35 to go in overtime. Neither team is yet to score.
But that foul, should mention, is the 4th on Jackson Riggenbaugh, the only player in the building with 4.
So the inbound goes into Carrero deep in the backcourt. He'll bring it over the timeline around a screen, pulls up for the 15-footer, left that one short. Air ball out of bounds and over to Smithville.
That's a good play by Quinn Maybaugh. He came out and influenced the shot. Probably, I think, one that Carrero wants back, trying to shoot over the 6'4 center. Never got there.
58-58. 3:25 to play here in overtime, as Brennan Pyatt will bring it into the front court for Smithville, guarded by Carrero. On the perimeter, now right of the key, Maybaugh. Good spin, goes up for the shot, blocked from behind by DeFranco. Riggenbaugh keeps it, drops it inside to Yates. His shot blocked out of bounds, and Smithville will keep. Good job there by Carrero with a block for Kirtland.
Good plays both then. Nice move by Smithville, and Kirtland had the answer each time.
Inbound pass goes to Maybaugh, and then he threw it away. Tried to get it on the wing, stolen by Hurd. Hurd run out at the other end, off the glass and in for 2. Hurd now with 12. It's a 2-point lead, 60-58 Kirtland. 2:55 to play here in OT. Brennan Pyatt with the basketball between the circles. He'll dribble to the right wing, guarded by Carrero. Dribbles into the lane. Little turnaround jumper, left that one short, got his own rebound, stick back, up and in. Off the glass, and Brennan Pyatt now with 12. We're tied at 60, 2:30 to play in overtime. As Kirtland will slowly bring it into the front court. Renfro with the basketball between the circles. He's got 23 to lead all scorers. Over to Hurd with 12. Around a screen, he'll pull up, 15-footer. Front of the rim, no. And Brennan Pyatt, the rebound, Smithville. 2:10 to play in overtime, 60 all. Smithville, Kirtland. Brennan Pyatt into the front court, gives it off to Riggenbaugh on the perimeter. Backdoor cut, Pyatt wide open, and the easy layup for Brennan Pyatt. Pyatt now with 14, Smithville on top, 62-60, just under 2 minutes to play. Carrero at the other end, top of the key. Trying to penetrate, no. Right wing with the basketball, Renfro. He'll drive into the lane, little pull up, and knocked it in just inside the free throw line. We're tied at 62, and Kirtland calls time with 1:41 to play in overtime. We'll take the break. Back to the Fieldhouse after this.
Seeking financial peace of mind? If financial uncertainty has left you weary, relief is at hand. At Star Strategies, we prioritize the safety of your money to provide the peace of mind you deserve.
Join us for a delicious dinner at the Greystone Event Center in Worcester Thursday, March 20th at 6:30. Reserve your spot by calling 330-345-5207 or go online at starstrategies.com. Come and see for yourself why Star Strategies was voted #1 for financial services in the 2024 People's Choice Awards.
Hi, Conrad here for Sterling Farm Equipment, inviting you to attend our annual Spring Open House on March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Wayne County Fair Convention Center. See all of our state-of-the-art equipment featuring Case IH, Kubota, Lampride, and Cub Cadet. Factory representatives will be on hand to answer your questions. Get a head start on spring projects with great prices on tractors, mowers, zero turns, and field equipment at the Sterling Farm Equipment Open House March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Hope to see you there.
Farm equipment for construction, home and farm.
Out of the Kirtland timeout. 1:41 on the clock here in overtime. We started OT 58 all. We're now tied at 62. Smithville to inbound. Full court pressure in the backcourt. And the inbound goes into Ethan Pyatt. Now to Brennan Pyatt as Kirtland will back off. Met at the timeline by Carrero. Gives it back to Ethan Pyatt, high on the right. And a steal of the basketball. Stolen away by Hurd. And a layup at the other end. Minute 24 to go. Smithville quickly the other way. Maybaugh in the lane. Triple team, kicks out to Yates. Baseline drive. And he stepped on the baseline, or we get a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on Kirtland. It'll be their fourth.
Now Kirtland has regained the lead with defense. Smithville's 11th turnover, not a ton costly. By the way, Kirtland has only 6 turnovers, and we're in overtime.
64-62 Kirtland. Pyatt inbound. Riggenbaugh, corner 3, missed the mark. And weak side rebound, Bird of Kirtland. Minute 10 to go. 64-62. And a steal of the basketball. Ball got poked away. Brennan Pyatt came away with it. On the run out at the other end, Maybaugh finishes, and we're tied at 64. Maybaugh's got 19, under a minute to play. 64 all as Carrero comes up the other way. Over the timeline, right wing. Gives it off to Renfro. Into the lane, fall away jumper, air ball. Missed it by 5 feet.
I'm not sure why you take that shot. It's a tie ball game, 40 seconds, and you take a falling away 15-footer. Smithville, again, same situation as regulation, can hold for a win.
Under 30 seconds, Maybaugh high out top. Left side, now Brennan Pyatt comes to get it. We're down to 20 seconds, tied at 64. Pyatt dribbling just right of center circle. 15 seconds to play in overtime. Smithville will go for the final shot and try to win it. But before that, with 9.8 seconds to go in overtime, Smithville will call time as Corey Kaufman will draw up one final play.
Boy, if Kirtland loses this ball game, they only have themselves to blame. You're up with a minute to go by 2. Careless turnover. Smithville scores. Quick shot. Smithville ball. They played so well tonight, but the last minute has been disastrous. And it's the exact same situation that we had, only 3 more seconds for Smithville. Now you got 9 and change. They took a 3 before, which actually from the baseline kind of surprised me before. I'm still surprised at 9.8 if you don't go to Mayball. Get him going to the basket. Kirtland's next foul will put them over the limit, so Kirtland may not be as aggressive, but something going to the hole would still surprise me if it's not Smithville.
Well, Smithville needed double overtime to win its first district title in 16 years last weekend, beating Independence. Trying not to go double OT here tonight as it tries to punch its ticket into the regional final Friday. 64-64. Smithville and Kirtland with 9.8 seconds left. Riggenbaugh will inbound in front of the scorer's table, far sideline. Ethan and Brennan Pyatt out there. Josh Yates and Quinn Maybaugh. Riggenbaugh looking, gets it to Maybaugh. Right wing, he'll put it on the deck, spin in the lane, kick out to Yates. Now Brennan Pyatt around a screen. We're down to 4, we're down to 3, step back 3, front of the iron, no. Left it short. And for the second straight game, Smithville will head to double overtime. End of first overtime here in Canton. Smithville and Kirtland tied at 64. Back after this.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1, stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2, also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
Here in Canton as we get set for the second overtime period, Smithville and Kirtland tied at 64. And Mike, end of regulation, end of overtime. Smithville had the ball with 30 seconds left. Called timeouts with under 10, had a final shot, never got a good inside look, which has been Smithville's strength. Ethan Pyatt a missed 3 at the end of regulation. Brennan Pyatt a missed 3 at the end of overtime, and here we go, overtime number 2.
Yeah, I think both teams squandered a possible opportunity, not getting the looks they want, but both are still alive. That's the bottom line. Smithville still 1 foul. We played 21 minutes in the second half in the first overtime. That's it. So, but Riggenbaugh is the only guy with 4, so he's got to watch it. It looks like Corey Complin's going to go with his starting 5. Lee and Seidel haven't played in overtime. Seidel gave him 13 points off the bench, but he's going with the veterans here in overtime. Kirtland also has stayed with their original 5 for the last overtime and most of the fourth.
So Maybaugh and DeFranco will jump center circle as we start double overtime, and Smithville will control the opening tip. And out of the backcourt comes Brennan Pyatt. 64 all as we start double overtime. Winner Friday night against Dalton for a regional title. Here's Brennan Pyatt, drives, dishes. Maybaugh on the perimeter. He'll dribble into the lane, kick out Riggenbaugh. 3, back of the iron, no. Missed from out top, and DeFranco another rebound for Kirtland. Kirtland led by Lucas Renfro, game high 25. Best of the bunch, Quinn Maybaugh for Smithville with 19. Here's Renfro to Hurd. He's going to take it inside and now dish off to Burt. DeFranco pulls up for the short little jumper, no good, but Hurd the offensive rebound, and Kirtland will keep. 3:15 to play here in the overtime period. 15-footer off the mark from Carrero. Weak side rebound Maybaugh for Smithville. As we approach 3-minute mark here in the second overtime, we're tied at 64. Maybaugh, right of the key, looking to post up in the lane, and now dishes into the corner. Ethan Pyatt got it stolen away. Stolen away, and here comes DeFranco to Hurd. Into the front court, doesn't have numbers, and will slow it down. Nearly threw it away. Carrero saved it, back to Hurd. Hurd into the lane. On 1 foot, into the corner now, Burt. Carrero on the drive, off the glass, up and in, and 1. Count the bucket and count the foul for Vince Carrero.
A lot of times, Kirtland just reminds me of someone who's, playing like their shorts are on fire. I mean, they're just go offensively. Everybody wants to shoot. They've not shown a great deal of patience, but I do give them credit for attacking the basket. Even Carrero He's got all of his points driving in this one, nothing on the perimeter, and he's got 18.
And make it 19 as he hits the free throw for the three-point play. 2:37 to go in the ball game. 67-64, and Kirtland pressuring in the backcourt trying to get the steal. Yates, rigging ball in the front court. Ethan Pyatt, open look at a three. Back of the iron, no. Ball tipped out to Brennan Pyatt, though. Back to Ethan Pyatt between the circles. Brennan Pyatt now will bring it topside. 2:15 to play. Second overtime, three-point game. Kirtland on top. Brennan Pyatt, right wing. And now Ethan Pyatt into the lane. Dishes out and he threw it away. Stolen by Carrero to Renfro. Layup at the other end, and it's a 5-point lead, Kirtland. And timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. 69-64. Kirtland on top. 2:02 to play here in this second overtime period.
Well, Kirtland's just made the plays. And 5-point lead, by the way, the biggest of the night for Kirtland. They led early in the first. They led late by a point. But they played chaser all night. And now for Smithville, they got to get back to what really worked for them. And I think that's going inside out with Maybaugh and driving. Smithville, when you take a look, they were 3 for 6 at the half from three-point land. They have made 1 3-pointer since out of, I'm going to do my scratch numbers real quick, 10. 1 for 10 second half, and now both overtimes. So the shot hasn't been there from the perimeter, even though it's a team that shoots a lot of threes. Next foul will also put Kirtland on the line. And as I said, Smithville just 2 fouls. They can afford to be aggressive, miss or make, this time down the floor, and try and turn Kirtland over.
So Smithville has not scored in this second overtime yet. It's a 5-0 spurt by Kirtland to start things off here in the second overtime as Smithville out of the timeout will inbound in the backcourt. Regenbaugh looking to get it to Pyatt. That's Brennan. He'll dribble it over the timeline as we tick under 2 minutes to play. Pyatt around a screen from Maybaugh. Maybaugh on the perimeter. And now Yates, left corner, gives it off. Here's a three, back of the iron, no good. Regenbaugh missed it. And DeFranco with the rebound for Kirtland. And then a whistle and a foul on Smithville.
I'll give DeFranco credit. I don't think he's taken any shots in the second half. He's got 2 points, but he's got 11 rebounds. He's been the one guy who has bordered for them all night. Smithville's out-rebounding them by 6 right now, but he's done his part.
So Smithville in trouble, down 5, 1:43 to play in this second overtime. And I believe we're going to get a timeout, Kirtland, before the inbound pass.
Well, Kirtland's got a bunch of timeouts. You get one each extra session you go. So we didn't get any timeouts until midway through the fourth quarter. So I think that Sean McGregor thought, hey, I might be in trouble in the backcourt. So after the first game left a lot to be desired if you were a neutral fan coming to the Fieldhouse. The second game has made up for it here in this one.
Yeah, this has been a doozy as far as the numbers go. Mike alluded to timeouts. 3 timeouts remaining now for Kirtland, Smithville with 2. Foul situation, Kirtland still with 4 fouls, Smithville with 3. 1:42 to go. 5-point Kirtland lead. They've outscored Smithville 5-0 so far here in this second overtime, and they have the basketball. 27-point night for Lucas Renfro of Kirtland.
Smithville can afford to be aggressive, but not reckless defensively. There's still 1:40 to go. They don't need to gamble and give up a layup.
Inbound pass and a baseball pass into the front court, and Renfro got behind the defense for the layup. 29, and it's a 7-point lead for Kirtland. 1:30 to go in the ball game. Here's Maybaugh, step back 3, back of the iron, no. Lee, rebound, stick back, no, but he's fouled. And Isaiah Lee, the freshman, will head to the line to shoot 2.
Very athletic as Lee. His only 2 points have come from the line. But even 5'11", good hops to get inside and get a board. Smithville needs something here in this second overtime.
So 7-0 run to start the period for Kirtland. And that 7-point lead matches Smithville's 7-point lead in the first half, biggest for either team. It's now 6 as Lee hit the first of his 2 free throws. Minute 25 to go, second overtime, 71-65 Kirtland. We were tied at 64 at the end of the first overtime. Tied at 58 at the end of regulation. Second free throw good, so Lee hit them both. And it's now 71-66. Smithville, pressure in the backcourt and quickly a foul. And heading to the line will be Ben DeFranco. Check that. That's the fourth foul against Smithville, so one more to give. Minute 23 to go in the ball game. So,
by the way, Smithville's going to be forced to put Kirtland on the line. Kirtland is 8 of 10 free throw shooting. Not a lot, but they've done the job tonight from the free throw stripe.
By the way, Jax Riggenbaugh checks out for Smithville, and Brady Seidel into the ball game. And we get a whistle and a foul, and that's the fifth on Smithville. So as Mike just mentioned, Kirtland at the line, where they've shot it very well tonight. It'll be Will Burt, the 6-foot senior, to shoot free throws here with a minute 19 to go. And Kirtland on top by 5. 17-8 coming in is Kirtland in its first regional since 1999. Burt's free throw is up and off the mark. So he missed the first. As Isaiah Lee will check out, Jax Riggenbaugh checks back in.
Yeah, I think Smithville's going to play a little offense-defense with Riggenbaugh because he's the only guy with 4 fouls.
So Burt, 4 points on the night, trying to make it 5. At the line for his second free throw, up and good. So he split the pair, and it's a 6-point Kirtland lead. Minute 19 to play. Here comes Brennan Pyatt into the front court around a screen from Maybaugh. Gives it to Ethan Pyatt. Left wing, back topside, Brennan Pyatt. Long look at a 3 off the mark. And Hurd the rebound for Kirtland. And then a Smithville foul will walk the other way for more free throws. Double overtime, 72-66. Kirtland the lead, now a minute 5 left on the clock as Smithville has gone cold from downtown.
0 for 7 in the 2 overtime periods from 3.
Aiden Hurd, the Kirtland senior, at the line to shoot 2.
He's played really well tonight, hasn't he? 14 points, good floor game as well.
Free throw is up and good, so he's got 15.
He gives them a third wheel. It's been Carrera and Renfro for the most part, but he's given them 15 as a third score, which they definitely needed tonight.
And all 3 of them have basically been slashers, cutting to the basket and looking for layups as Hurd hit them both. So the lead is now 8, biggest of the night for either team, 74-66. Minute to go, double overtime. Maybaugh fires a desperation 3, that's off the mark. Hurd the rebound for Kirtland. And we get a foul on Ethan Pyatt, and the people from Kirtland can start to sense it. 53 seconds to play here in double overtime. And it's an 8-point game. They'll try to extend beyond that at the line. Earlier tonight, Dalton punched its ticket into the regional final on Friday night, handling Memorial 62-40. And Kirtland closing in on a date with Dalton momentarily as Carrero hits the first of his free throws to make it a 9-point lead. Smithville held the ball, had an opportunity at the end of regulation, had an opportunity at the end of the first overtime to win it each time, but unable to hit the shot. Carrero hits both free throws, 10-point game. Here's a 3, Seidel off the mark. Hurd the rebound, outlet pass to Burt at the other end, no good. He's fouled on the layup and will go to the line with 41.9 seconds to go. Well, a valiant effort tonight, but Smithville's going to come up short of making it an all Wayne County Athletic League regional final on Friday night. 76-66 now the lead as Burt back to the line. First free throw is good. So Burt now with 6, and it's an 11-point Kirtland lead. It was 64 all heading into the second overtime.
7 of 8, Kirtland from the foul line in the 2 overtime periods.
So Burt's second free throw rims out. Seidel the rebound for Smithville. Pass into the front court, long 3 from Ethan Pyatt, and he banked it in from deep with 36 seconds left. Smithville calls time. The score is now 77-69, 8-point game here in double OT.
Now, Smithville just went three-point shooting, and it just hasn't been there for them. I know it's been a good attribute all year. 36% on the season is a good number. But outside of the first half where they went 3 and 6, they were conservative. Second half, it has not been there. That three a moment ago, that banked in three by Pyatt was only their second three-point make in the second half and in both overtimes. And they have missed 10 straight before that make.
Smithville led by 1 at the end of a quarter. They led by 6 at the half, by 3 at the end of the third. And then again, had an opportunity, last chance to win it at the end of regulation in the first OT, but could not come through. Second overtime has been all Kirtland. 77-69, 35 seconds to play here in double OT. As the inbound goes to Lucas Renfro, he's immediately fouled. And Renfro will walk slowly down to the other end for more free throws. It's been an impressive night for him.
Yeah, 29 points included in that after a 10-point first half. So 19 points after halftime. 2 of 3 from the line tonight for him.
We mentioned Renfro, we mentioned Carrero, we mentioned Hurd. And Kirtland, a rare look at a three all night as they continue to just work inside and attack the basket.
Taking 2 threes.
Is that it?
In the second half and 2 overtimes. That's it. That's all they took.
And one of them was a pretty step back from Renfro that he connected on.
Yes, they hit that one. And remember the pull-up three that Carrero, maybe a little bit, he was feeling it after a steal. That's the only threes they've taken in the last 45 minutes.
So the first free throw, good. Second one likewise. 79-69, Kirtland, the lead back up to 10. 30 seconds to play here in double overtime. Here's a long three from Ethan Pyatt, and I mean long, as he knocked it down from out top. Another Smithville timeout with 28.1 seconds left. It's a 7-point game now, 79-72, Kirtland. Kirtland, we mentioned, 17-8 coming in, last regional 99. Smithville has had an outstanding year. 22-3 coming in, and off of that double overtime win for the district title against Independence.
So it would appear you're going to get 18-8 against 16-10 in a regional title game. But both teams deserve it. Both teams got hot at the right time. And that's a big key. You know, where it goes from here, who knows? Except we know the state semifinals for the boys will be just like the girls. They'll be on the weekend next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, whoever wins on Friday night.
So Dalton, a regional title appearance on Friday night. Norwayne girls state semi Saturday, and tomorrow night, right back here at the Fieldhouse, Norwayne boys Division 5 regional semi against perennial powerhouse Lutheran East. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip.
And I would have to think there might be people in the building. Norwayne's had a great year. They play the Lou. And Richmond Heights is in the second game against Canton Central Catholic. You want to talk about being flat out loaded. D5. Central's had a great year. Central beat Norway in the middle of the year. That is 4 teams that have had good years. And it would shock me if the state champion doesn't come out of that pack.
Yeah, I think it would shock everybody. So 28 seconds to play, double overtime, 7-point lead Kirtland as the inbound goes to Carrero. He's immediately fouled and will walk the other way for more free throws.
You know, everybody's been talking about how things have been watered down, and those people in Division 5 go, yeah, if you want to see who we got, you know, you get Lutheran East and you get Richmond Heights in the same region.
Yeah, who over the last 10 years, those two have dominated Divisions 3 and 4.
Lutheran East has been to the state 7 straight years. Meanwhile, Richmond Heights has won 3 of the last 4 in the small school. So it does get to be unfair for some, there's no doubt about it. As the first free throw up and in by Carrero.
So Carrero, second free throw good. So got them both. So maybe a situation where Smithville just ran out of gas in that second overtime because Kirtland able to pull away. Remember, it was 64 all, 81-72. A lot of those points coming at the free throw line, of course. Here's another heave by Ethan Pyatt. No good on the miss. And under 20 seconds now, and Smithville's going to call off the Dogs. As Aiden Hurd will dribble out in the backcourt, lobs it into the front court as we tick under 10. And Smithville's season will come to an end. But what a year and what a game here tonight. Final score in double overtime, 81-72, as Kirtland advances into the regional final Friday night to take on Dalton. They improved to 18-8, and Smithville's season comes to an end tonight in heartbreak fashion, losing 22-4 now as they fall 81-72 in double overtime to Kirtland. As Mike tallies up the numbers, again, a reminder, tomorrow night right here on 102.9 FM, AM 960, and online, YouTube, Local Sports Ohio. Pete Norman and myself will have the call from the Fieldhouse as Norwayne takes on Lutheran East at 7 o'clock. Check that at 6 o'clock. They're the early game tomorrow. So 6 o'clock, Norwayne, Lutheran East. Friday night, back here at the Fieldhouse again, 7 o'clock, as Dalton will try to punch its ticket to state for only the third time in school history. Dalton went back-to-back in 95 and 96, the only two regional titles in boys basketball history. They'll try to do it on Friday night against Kirtland. We'll have it here at 7. And then, of course, on Saturday, Norwayne girls state semifinal for Mansfield Senior High School, as Norwayne will take on Afrocentric. That is a 2 o'clock start time. And again, right here, 102.9 FM and AM 960. We mentioned biggest lead for Smithville came in the second quarter. They led by 7, took a 3-point lead into the half, led 46-43 at the end of 3. And then double overtime eventually. Kirtland pulled away, winning 81-72. And Mike's got a look at a lot of numbers.
Finals in this one. That Kirtland, 28 out of 53 from the floor tonight. So you're talking about shooting 52% for the ball game. 28 out of 53, 6 of 14 from three-point land. Meanwhile, Smithville, 29 out of 65, 44%, and 6 of 25, 24% from three. Kirtland, 18 of 22 from the foul line. They did the job when they needed to. Smithville, 10 out of 15. Rebounds tonight. In the end, Smithville 35-29 on the glass. Smithville 13 turnovers. Kirtland had just 9. Individually for Kirtland, 31 for Lucas Renfro to lead the way. 23 for Vince Carrero. 16 for Aiden Hurd. Those three guys pretty much dominated the scoring. 6 for Will Burt. 3 for Danny Alfieri. Meanwhile, for Smithville tonight, 19 for Quinn Maybaugh. 14 for Brennan Pyatt, 13 for Brady Seidel, 11 for Ethan Pyatt, 7 in the ball game for Jack Schrigenbaugh, 4 for Isaiah Lee. And in the end, it is a big win by Kirtland in double overtime, devastating loss for, obviously, Smithville. Final in this one is done. Moving on, and 1 to go for the regional semifinals. And that's tomorrow night with another double dip here at the Fieldhouse with the Norwayne Bobcats trying to battle Lutheran East. And you know they will. They've had a couple of cracks at them before. You know, just throw it out there and see what happens if you're Brian West Ball Club. 81-72, the final here at Kirtland.
Well, again, I misspoke a moment ago. Early game tomorrow night. Norwayne, Lutheran East, they tip at 6. At the Fieldhouse. So a 6 o'clock tip tomorrow.
Yeah, don't need you to be late for that.
I don't want to be late.
No, we were thinking 7 o'clock for the regional final, obviously, on Friday. So 6 tomorrow for the Cats, right here. Wayne County Athletic League champions. Trying to extend, trying to pull a little upset. And who knows? Maybe they catch Lutheran East looking to the weekend at Richmond Heights. That's highly possible. So stranger things have happened.
Well, it'll be fun regardless. We've got Norwayne, Lutheran East tomorrow night at 6. Division 5 regional semifinal back here at the Fieldhouse Friday night, 7 o'clock, Dalton and Kirtland. A great venue and a lot of fun here tonight. 62-40. Dalton a winner earlier tonight over Memorial into the regional title game where they will take on Kirtland. A double overtime winner against Smithville tonight, ending the Smithies season 81-72. Thanks to Jonathan Schilling and Trey Kennedy for their work on YouTube and Local Sports Ohio. Thanks, of course, as always, to Dale Mosier back in the studios in Worcester. For my partner, Mike Breckenridge, I'm Ron Hamilton. Thanks, as always, for listening tonight. Drive safe if you're on the way home, and look forward to talking to you again tomorrow night from the Fieldhouse here in Canton.